Learning Hachzek, Musar, Yomi, Rabeinu Yona's Sharei Teshuva. We are up to page 182 in the art scroll, Rabeinu Yona's. After discussing at length the unfortunate end and demise, the withering away of the precious neshama of the Rasha, due to the fact that he thinks he lives for eternity and does not take the words of Musar and his iris to heart, continues Rabeinu Yona v'kamakosha hamaves. How difficult is death? One who does not remove his desire for taiva, for pleasure from of this world, until it's removed from him, till death removes the desire from him. You wish not to die, then die before you die. Cryptic statement again. You want not to die, so what should you do? Must die. Ad shaloi tamos, before you die. What does that mean, Bira Inyan? How do we explain this almost this puzzle? You want the day of your death to do what? Not to be an ends, to be the beginnings, to be the means to get to Olam Haba. You got to talk to your heart and say, anyways, I'm going to leave this earthly body of mine. Anyways, I'm going to leave all my physicalities and all my desires behind. At the end of life, I'll forsake them. He's like all of them. Yazim b'chayav. So you know what? Might as well leave them in this world. Quote unquote, killing himself in this world. And make use of this world only to serve Hashem. Then the Yom HaMavis will be what? L'chayim, for eternal life that doesn't have an end. Continues Rabeinu Yona, Vida, and you should know. That the nefesh of the Rasha, that during his whole life, what does he do? He just looks for more chefsei agov, more physicalities, more pleasures, more taivas. And his desire is separate. He has his physicalities, he has his desires, but it's interesting. Says Rabeinu Yona, we're talking about someone who does have avodas habayre, and it's disconnected though. His avodas habayre is not intrinsic, it's not intertwined with his neshama, with his guf, but rather it's completely separate when he does his token avodas habayre. Tered b'moisei lamatal aretz al makim tavasa. He's going to descend to the earth, to the place where the focus is only the desire of itolalata kiteva offer l'redis l'lalois, and such a neshama will become the dust of the earth. It'll just go down and down into the physical and not ascend to the elyonim. For a moment it will be brought upstairs, to be judged. Penetrating words, they're going to judge the neshama. How can you exchange Maraim, heaven, lish'ol, for Gehenim? Kasher yalu is heaven, just like a stone is raised up, al yedei kafa kela, against gravity, it's a slingshot, it's shot all the way up. But then, of course, it's going to come down. After it goes up into the heavens, then the regular teva, the nature, will just grab it back down all the way to this world. It comes back to the earth after it's thrown. Says Rabeinu Yona Shenemar, we can prove what we just said from a pasuk in Shmuel Aleph. My master's soul was bound up with the bound of life. He says, with Hashem your God, and you can hurl the soul of your enemies as one shoots a stone from a slingshot. Again, showing that we equate the neshama to a stone that's going to be propelled all the way up to heaven for a moment, to have its din umishpat and then fall back down. Achas nishmais shel tzadikim, both the neshama of a tzaddik v'ach nishmais shel rishayim, and the neshama of a rasha oilas lamarim, all the neshamas indeed are oila lemarim, they do all go up heaven. Unfortunately, the neshama of the rasha chayzeres yaradas umitarfas aretz goes all the way down to this world. Shenamar v'is nefesh eivecha yikalenu. And finally, concludes Rabeinu Yona, "V'nemer mois adam rasha toivei tikva." When the wicked man dies, all hope is lost. What does that mean? After the neshama is flung up to heaven through that slingshot for the mishpat, it will fall back down at that moment. There's no more hope. There's no way to escape the terrible darkness, terrible destruction of Gehenim. Shenemer al nefesh harasha. It says regarding the nefesh of the rasha, Tavay adara v'yisav hanetzach liyira ar. To go for generations upon generations, it will never see light. It will stay in Gehenim. Rachmana litzlan.